Folks, I have some interesting news for you guys today. From the looks of things, Karmelo Anthony may have fled the state of Texas. Now, before you get too excited, I'm not saying that Karmelo Anthony is now on the run from the law. But if we were to believe what Karmelo Anthony's father is saying on social media, then that means that apparently they have moved to Louisiana. Now, why is that a big deal? Some people will say, what, are they not allowed to move? Well, technically, no. Karmelo Anthony is awaiting trial for murder in Frisco, Texas. Karmelo Anthony is out on bond for murder. You know, oftentimes when you're out on bond for something like that, you're not supposed to be leaving the state. Yet, if we were to believe Karmelo Anthony's father, unless they left Karmelo Anthony behind home alone like Macaulay Culkin, apparently the family has taken off to Louisiana. But let's take things one step further. Of course, not only is Karmelo Anthony out on bond for murdering Austin Metcalf, a crime that he admitted to committing, there's really no mystery there. Not only is he out on bond, but he's also on house arrest. A lot of people seem to have forgotten that. Karmelo is out on bond for murder and he is on house arrest. So how is he moving to another state? How is he moving to Louisiana? Is this another case of, oh my God, the judge just allows Karmelo to do whatever he wants to do? Is this another situation where they are showing this family favoritism? You killed a white kid at school, guess what? We're not going to expel you. You killed that white kid at school, we'll still allow you to graduate. Oh, you want to move even though you're on house arrest? Sure. Even though you're out on bond for murder? Sure. Go move wherever you want. What type of privilege is this? We always hear about white privilege. Karmelo must have a lot of white privilege or something. I don't know what's going on here. But they're just allowing this man to do whatever the hell he wants. So, Karmelo's father is on Facebook basically telling the world, hey, we all just moved to Louisiana. Now, why would he do that? Why, ladies and gentlemen, would you announce to the world that you moved to Louisiana? I'm assuming here that they had to get a judge to sign off on this. Because, like I stated 50 times already in this video, Karmelo is out on bond for murder. Karmelo is on house arrest. So unless they're just breaking the law completely, in order to move to Louisiana, they had to get a judge to sign off on this. Now, in order to do that, they had to play the victim. In order to do that, they had to tell the judge, we're so afraid to live here. We got to get far away. We got to go to Louisiana, man. Right? But if you were that afraid, if you were so scared that you need to move out of state, then why would you announce this on Facebook? Why would you announce this for the world to see on social media? Doesn't that kind of conflict with the fact that you must have convinced the judge that your family was unsafe in Texas, so you had to move somewhere secret? And then you just go blast your location on Facebook? And everyone's on Facebook like congratulating him. Wish y'all nothing but the best and nothing like the boot. And he says facts. And then they're on here saying, hey, you coming to the reunion? You should come. And he says, inbox me. Someone says, word. He says, pull up in the East. So I want you to keep in mind, folks, in order to accomplish this, in order to move to Louisiana, they had to tell the judge something, right? I would assume. Unless they're just totally like breaking the law here. Or maybe Karmelo is in some, stash house in Dallas, Texas somewhere getting butt plugged by Dominique Alexander, the baby beater. But in all seriousness, you must have told the judge that y'all were unsafe in Texas, so you had to move. And then the first thing you do is say, oh, hey, we're in Louisiana. Come pull up to the east side. Come pull up over here to the east side. I thought you guys were afraid for your life because of all the threats you were getting. Now, we know they aren't getting any real threats. I'm just saying those are the lies that they spread. Those are the lies that they tell to the judge. And the lies that they spread in their little press conferences. Yet right here on social media, he ain't scared of anyone knowing where he's at. But here's kind of an alarming thing that someone said. They can send all the threats they want. They bet not touch them. We will go out to Frisco and they will need the National Guard out there next. And then someone agrees and says that part. So immediately, for no reason, no one has said anything mean. No one has said anything wrong under this post. Karmelo's dad announces to the world for some reason that he's moved to Louisiana. You could come pull up on him on the east side. And there's an immediate call for violence. They bet not say nothing to him because we're gonna go to Frisco and they're gonna need the National Guard there next. We're gonna tear it up like everyone tore up Los Angeles in the recent riots and protests. So immediately just calling for violence and all of this stuff for no reason at all. And then here we have Karmelo's dad, the guy in the bow tie that cowers in the corner and allows his woman to talk for him. He's on here just telling everyone his location. I wonder why he would do something like that. Now, there seems to be at least one person with just a shred of common sense on this post. No one else seemed like they had any common sense, but this one person did. Someone asked, "You moved, bro?" And then Amber Ortiz says, "Why should this be public? Just asking for myself. Or you must not know how many people are after them." So look, no one is after Karmelo's family at all. That's just what Carmelo Anthony's family wanted people to believe so they could grift more money and get special treatment from the judge. No one's after Carmelo's family, but at least this woman has enough common sense to question, hey, why is all of this public? Because it doesn't make sense. It totally contradicts the entire narrative that they've been spreading this whole time, that they're the victims of all of this harassment and they're scared and they're afraid for their life. Please send us hundreds of thousands of dollars so we can buy a new house and get new cars and we can pay a baby beater to, give us some fake security guards and this stuff. So at least she had enough common sense to question, why is all of this public? Because it shouldn't be public. Now, mind you, no one's going to bother them. And that's a good thing. No one needs to bother them. The point that I'm making here is that for someone who has claimed to be such a victim and they're so afraid and we got to move, we got to do this, why would you just go spill all of that out there? It's almost like he wants something to happen so then he can say, hey, we're being harassed still in Louisiana. You know what I mean? It's almost like he's baiting something in to happen. So then they can point the finger and play victim some more. But yeah, folks, I just wanted to update you all with this information because every step of the way, it looks like people are going out of their way, whether it's the superintendent of the school district, whether it's the judge overseeing this case. It seems like people are going out of their way to cater to Karmelo Anthony every step of the way. And why is that? Why do you think? You guys let me know what you think about all of this, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. If you really support the channel and you would like to donate, you know how. You could donate Cash App or Super Thanks. But with that being said, I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.